I'll grab your Scooby Snacks and strap in, gang, because it looks like we got another mystery on our hands. That's right, fellas. Apparently, we're hearing that these UFO twats out there are shutting down airports. We also have an update to the Skin Panama situation, the alien venom. Yeah, we're gonna get to that apparently. We also got Uncle Donnie responding to it as well. You don't have to like or subscribe. First of all, check this out. Roll it.
In Denmark and Norway to shut down the airspace over Copenhagen and Oslo, shutting down the airports. These things came out of nowhere. Many are calling them mysterious drones and likening them to the strange New Jersey UFO incident that happened right around this time last year. Why is it always around this time? Why is it always at airports? And guys, I've got some crazy footage from tonight of these strange UFOs that shut down the airport. I've grabbed some of the best clips online so that you can see what the hell is going on. Check them out.
Oh, okay, let's get to it. Brother winked at the end. Pause. So these are them twats. Okay, flying around. Oi! Oi! Can't park there, mate! Can't park there, mate! Mom! Get the camera! Get the camera, Mom!
Well, you're gonna think I'm crazy. There's something that just went from right to left to right in a blink and then flashes lights 3-4 times and then...
by the way, I remember covering this one. So this is an older clip. The video is just B-roll footage, but the chit-chat between the pilots is the real deal, is what I heard, and I remember covering this a while back, so...
Okay, well, I had an airplane cross from right to left, E-175, and now there's another one, 777 up there high off the right side that descended to 28. That might be those two aircraft, I'm not sure.
This thing went 180 degrees in like a second.
Oof.
Oh, goodness. All right. Yeah, let me know if you see it again. We'll make a report.
Well, the details, it literally went from one coast to the other in front of us, and then it went up like 30 degrees, turned off its lights, or whatever it had. It looked like it's a bright orangey thing, and then since we spoke to you last, it flashed us like 3-4 times, and we are still looking at it now.
Oh crap, okay.
So where is it roughly if I was to give you a traffic call? I would say probably 80 miles in front of us, and it looks like...
Dang, so that's the twat right there. Okay, let me actually show you guys what Uncle Donnie said, and we got official news reports going on it too. But real quick though, I gotta shout out Orera, the homie KW, the homie Teneric for the 20. Thank you guys so much for your generosity, for the super thanks and the tips and all that. Thank you guys so much for the way you support the channel. It means a ton, man. Helps out tremendously. Alright, let's get back to the content here, boo boo. So yeah, this is the official news channel report.
Many of those incidents, including the ones last night.
Well, most of the time I am speaking about military drones, and we have been talking about that so much in recent days. The 19 drones that were flown into Polish airspace, of course, just in the last couple of weeks and over other frontline states. So this is not an unfamiliar scene. We have also seen drones close airports before, all over Europe and including the United States. So this is something certainly that authorities are on the lookout for. Drones can be much more malevolent than these appeared to be in.
And that anti-drone technology, which normally works on all drones, completely failed. Moreover, these objects, whatever they are being seen not just on the East Coast, they are being seen all over the world.
That's
I'm getting reports from here in Australia, from Japan, Indonesia, China, Russia.
Yeah, very much similar to the New Jersey situation that happened, I believe, November, December of last year. And then Trump's administration came out a couple months later, said that it was just drones, it was ours. But what was their motive? They said they couldn't talk about what the drones were doing because they definitely let the drones out to do something, right? And there were tons of conspiracies. Some were saying that these are the aliens, the ALMOs, that aliens are here before GTSX, and a lot of the conspiracies were saying that, nah man, the drones are apparently ours and these are drones, but they are the new gen tech, right? The new tech that has been reverse engineering the real UFOs. So there was that aspect to it as well, but nobody knows what is real and what's fake in this one. But now they're reappearing.
Europe.
SUV-sized drones in New Jersey. Dozens
that was last year. We're gonna skip to this one. So this is current times now.
The Danish sky has been carefully scanned. At Copenhagen Airport on Monday, there were no flights for 4 hours because large drones were detected in the air. 31 flights in all were redirected, affecting the travel plans of 20,000 passengers.
Given the size of the drones and how long they flew over the target area, we have concluded there was most likely a competent pilot controlling them.
Right.
Police investigations and information gathering are ongoing.
It could not be determined if the drones were military or civilian.
Yeah, right? Like, what if it was just... What if it's not aliens? What if it's just a prick, right? Just controlling the drones and just shutting down airports? Could be that. But Uncle Donnie responded by saying this.
Have you been briefed on the latest alleged drone incursion in Denmark? What do you think of that? And
Where are they?
Into Denmark, Copenhagen. Denmark is saying that there were some drones that shut down the airport, possibly Russian sabotage. What's your response to that? Will the U.S. have a material?
Well, I have no response until I find out exactly what happened. I know about it, but they haven't. They don't know what happened, but we're going to find out very soon.
Sir, have you been briefed on the latest alleged drone incursion in Denmark? What do you think of that? And
okay, the video is looping again, but yeah, that's Trump's response. Now, apparently, we have an update to this strange alien entity said to have grown from a meteorite that reportedly fell in Panama. What do you think about it? And apparently, it is swimming. Roll it.
Kin, who has drawn worldwide attention with his extraordinary discovery of a meteorite containing a living alien entity, has just posted a new video. In this latest update, he reveals that the entity is not only still alive, but has grown significantly since its release into the water. The footage shows the strange, black, goo-like being expanding and moving in ways that appear increasingly deliberate, convincing many viewers that it is thriving in its new environment. The sight has left audiences both fascinated and deeply concerned, as the implications of such a discovery stretch far beyond the realm of entertainment.
Yeah, and apparently the thing is that, like, a lot of people are convinced that this is not AI, it's not CGI. But, you know, is it real? Is it like the real deal? That also, yeah, people are not convinced with that either, and myself included. I would say this is a very well-made hoax, if it's a hoax, right? I don't believe it's legit. Now, a lot of people are also coming out and saying that it's some sort of chemicals put together. So, essentially, the video is legit, but it's not an alien. It's a couple of chemicals put together to create something like this.
The most striking aspect of the new video is the sheer size of the entity. When Kin first unveiled it, the organism appeared small enough to fit inside a safe, its tendril-like structures confined and restrained. But now, in the water, it seems to have expanded considerably, with viewers noting how its limbs branch outward as though exploring or anchoring itself. Many in the comment sections have emphasized that its growth is proof of vitality and adaptability, dismissing earlier theories that it could be some inert material or unusual mineral reaction. For them, this is undeniable evidence of a living being from beyond Earth.
I don't know about
However,
that.
the discovery has also ignited a wave of anxiety. Viewers and commentators alike have expressed growing fears about what releasing such an organism into a natural water source.
And yeah, that's his account, right? Kin Panama. He is fine. I know you are worried. You know, crying emoji, or, you know, tired with that tear emoji right there. I don't know, man. Yeah, so that's the thing though. He uploaded so many videos and he has documented this thing growing, right? Because initially he captures it from his backyard because there was a meteor that struck in Panama. He grabs it. It was kind of like, it was a meteor, you know, stone-shaped meteor, looked like a potato, and then something came out of it like a tentacle, started growing, and now we're here. And he was like, okay, I'm gonna kill it, and he dropped some laughing emojis after that. He brought it to, like, yeah, that little pond, or that river area, or whatever you call that thing, right, the lake. So he dropped it there, and then we see him with a post-credit scene. So he drops another video after, and he picks it back. He picks it back out of it, from the pond, from the water, and now we see it swimming. So it is alive? Is it alive? Is it not alive? What is going on right now? We demand answers.
Could mean for public health and environmental safety. If the being is truly alien and biological, then exposing it to Earth's ecosystems could result in contamination, cross-species interactions, or the release of substances entirely unknown to science.
Yeah, just a small
Even if
swimming pool area, I guess, right?
it is not dangerous, critics point out that encouraging the public to believe it is safe to release mysterious material from space into natural settings sets a dangerous precedent. In their view, Kin's choice to place the entity in water, though well-intentioned, could have consequences far beyond his control.
You imagine this man starts another pandemic, right? Yo, that would be crazy. I mean, I don't believe that, so there's no need to panic, guys. But what if it's a legit one, right? You feel what I'm saying? That's crazy. We need Tom Holland on this one, man. We need where's Spider-Man when you need him? It is very compelling though, right? Somebody said that it's a bunch of chemicals put together to form this, and the video is legit, but it's just a bunch of chemicals put together. Maybe that's what's going on. Check this out. Shout out to Barry Stepp and Cryptid University. Roll it.
It actually bothered me the first time that I heard it.
Oh, that's right. So this video was, I believe, recently released, although recorded back in 2021 is what I'm gathering. So actual 911 call.
What's the address of your emergency?
I'm driving on 210. I just crossed the Black River, and I thought I saw a guy standing on the side of the road bleeding.
Okay, where are you at, sir?
I'm on 210. I just crossed the Black River. I'm heading towards 53 East. I just passed Patriots Watch.
Okay, so you're over near Morse Creek?
Yes.
Okay. And did you saw a man standing on the side of the road? What was that, sir?
Hey, yo.
That's not human! That's not human!
Okay,
sir, are you okay, sir?
Chill.
There's something in the bed of my truck!
Okay, what's in the road?
No, it's not in the road, it's in my truck! In the bed!
There's something in the bed of your truck?
Yes, ma'am, I just turned on my bed light for my truck and there's something in my bed.
Okay, sir, when you say something, what do you mean?
I just knocked it off of the bed of my truck and went over my roof.
Okay, what was it?
What?
According to the CAD notes and the deputy reports, this thing jumped into the back of his pickup truck and began to actually beat on the top of the cab of his truck. You could actually...
We did hear the thud, right? But actually beat on top of the roof pause, but if he was beating the roof, we didn't hear that. But we did hear one big thud as though something fell on.
Hear something beating on the top of the truck. The caller stated that it was beating and scratching on the top of the cab of his truck. He actually stated that he was able to engage his bed light and was able to somewhat identify this object that was in the back of his truck. At some point he was able to slam on his brakes, and the force of inertia actually threw this thing out over his hood and onto the highway where this...
So they got bad brakes, okay? Noted, point to be noted, point to be noted. If something like that happens, pump brakes and they're gonna fall right over.
This thing stood up in the roadway, made its way to the wood line, and disappeared in the woods.
Oh shit. So it was able to get back up.
I tried to find confirmation on this story. I really wanted it to be real, and maybe it is. I'm not saying it's not. But I did find this article that's supposedly an interview with the driver named T. This guy here. Here's what the article says. After seeing the creature in his truck, T says he came to a screeching halt. He estimated that his car went from going 80 miles per hour to around 35. This caused whatever was in the back of his truck to flip over it and land on the road. Quote, and all I see is this super scrawny long body just fly over my truck in a ball, rolling. As I'm swerving to the left, I see it stand up, and it is easily taller than the truck. I'm 5'10". The truck is about 2 inches taller than I am, and this thing was easily like maybe 7 feet. And as I pass it, I look in my mirror and I see it bolt to the left into the woods. It looked like somebody took a normal human and stretched them out, starting with the limbs. Abnormally long legs and arms, and it just took off into the woods. But apparently, when he was examining his truck after the event, he found claw marks and scratch marks all over it. But the article goes on to say officers couldn't identify what he saw at the time. They couldn't make a determination on if it was human or not. But of course not. They weren't witnesses to it. I don't know though. This kind of sounds like a well-executed fake 911 call to me. But y'all know I'm quite skeptical with certain things.
So the call is kind of like legit, but what was said in the call is suspect, and it's not confirmed. And you probably remember this, but if you haven't seen it, I'll play for you, and we have an update to the story. Roll it.
What if these are entities that are here on this earth, that have been on this earth, that who knows how long, and that we, you know, we think they're coming in from way out. Maybe they did millennia ago, but they're here and they're in these deep water areas. And that's why, I mean, like we say, we know more about the face of the moon than we do what's going on there. Now, we have a higher propensity of sightings around these 5 or 6, I believe, deep water areas. And so to me, it creates a question there. And then when we have naval personnel telling me that we have these sightings and that there's these underwater craft they're chasing that are doing hundreds of miles an hour, and the best we've got is something that does maybe just a little under 40 miles an hour. So
yeah, only 40, man. It's over.
I got a lot of questions about that stuff, and
same.
I mean, that's a
yeah, same. And now we have an update to the story. Shout out to Redacted and Randy Polzian. Hopefully I'm not butchering his name, but yeah, check this out. Roll it.
Dr. Sala, what did you make of his comments there? Does
Dr. Sala, yeah.
Does this pair up with things that you've reported over the years and written about?
Definitely, yes. And it's good to emphasize that Congressman Burchette, I mean, he's been talking to a lot of very senior whistleblowers, people from the military, from senior ranks of the executive branch, or from any source that has some information about the UFO issue that they have been reporting to Congress through whistleblowers. And this is an official process, and you mentioned the UFO hearing last week on September 9. So we actually have whistleblowers appearing before Congress talking about their experiences. Now,
and that's the day they revealed that UFO that got shot down by, or not shot down, but we attempted to shoot at the UFO with the Hellfire missile, right? Apparently one of the best missile. And the thing that we shot, the UFO in question, right? Nothing really happened. Nothing really, it just bounced off of it. The Hellfire missile bounced off of it, and nothing really happened, and we haven't had an update after that.
Now, what we have here from Tim Burchette is something pretty remarkable, that he's been told things about these underwater civilizations that is probably one of the most highly kept secrets in terms of what the US Navy is doing in the Atlantic Ocean. Now, the US Navy does have an Area 51 in the ocean. It's called AUTEC, which is the Atlantic Undersea Testing and Evaluation Center. It's on Andros Island, which is actually part of the Bahamas. So think about that you actually have this submarine base, this top secret submarine base, Andros Island, which is not even part of the United States. And right there in that diagram, you can see Andros Island with AUTEC. And just to the right of it is Tongue of the Ocean, which is a very deep part of the ocean there in the Bahamas. It drops off.
So that's where they got that Area 51 underwater, or similar to that, and that's where the Alamos are at, though. We demand answers! We demand answers! The taxpayers demand answers! We demand answers! Either cut the taxes, remove the taxes, or tell us the truth, man. But you cannot handle the truth. I think we can handle the truth, bro. Come on, man.
Off immediately around 3,000 feet. And so that's ideal for a submarine. But it's also a place where people have seen many UFOs, many underwater craft coming into and leaving the water. So there have been a lot of UFO sightings in that area. And I've actually got two witnesses who actually have been to locations under the water near the Ortec.
So hold on a second. So you have two witnesses that have been working on these, I guess you could call them secret space programs, even though they're under the water, by all accounts, that have been to these underwater bases, basically in the Bermuda Triangle area. Is that right?
That's right, yes. Two independent whistleblowers, people who have been participants in secret space programs, that have talked about their experiences. And these were experiences that were like over 40 years apart. So the one that I first began to discuss was with this Army insider who still goes by the pseudonym JP. Those are just the initials of his name. And at the time he was serving with the US Army, and he was called on a mission where he went to a ocean platform. He was taken there by a Black Hawk helicopter with 3 other personnel. One was a diplomat, and then they boarded a submarine that was crewed by these, they were kind of like Nordic looking beings. They were very, very tall, like 6'9", 6'10". And he says that they went down in this submarine. It wasn't a US Navy submarine. It was something that had really advanced technologies inside it. The ceilings were very, very high, like 10 feet.
Yeah, we done an episode on the tall whites and the Nordics. And apparently, yeah, a lot of people always get confused with them, myself included. But from what I'm gathering and from what we're now hearing, I mean, it's like hearsay for now, right? But of course, you know, the news, yeah, look at that UFO. That's a crazy one, right? But, you know, even one of the Canadian Defense Minister, Paul Heller, with amazing credentials, he's no longer with us, rest in peace to him. But, yeah, no, he also came out and he also talked about the Nordics and the tall whites. So apparently the tall whites and the Nordics are two different species, but based off of what we're gathering, they're very much similar. So a lot of people just kind of link both of them together, but they're not the same, or they're different. They're two different species, is what we're gathering. And apparently this one is about them Nordics.
Had really advanced technologies inside it. The ceilings were very, very high, like 10 foot. So clearly not a US submarine. And he said it was very likely able to go out into space as well. So it was capable of both going into the ocean at high speeds and also flying into the atmosphere and out into space. But he says he went in that submarine and he was taken down with the other personnel, and it was part of a diplomatic mission. And they were taken down to this underwater city that was under a dome. And he said that in this dome, this giant dome, he said it was a city that looked like Dubai. It was a very big city like Dubai, and in the middle of it was this massive white pyramid. And he says that he and 2 of the other guys that were there part of the mission had to wait while the diplomat went and made contact and then came back with an artifact, and that their mission was to bring that artifact back to the surface. So that was JP, and that's been described in that was first described in an August 2022 article I wrote on my website. And then not long after that, I came across the second testimony of an independent witness, and he actually drew an underwater city in that area. In 1979, he was taken there as a 10-year-old. And he was there and he saw these.
I was going to say, this looks like the drawing of a 10-year-old. And so he was 10 years old when he drew this? He was taken there at 10 years old?
Exactly. Yes, he was taken there at 10.
Man, when I was 10 years old, I was just running around playing cops and robbers with my friends.
Bruh.
And that twat, like at 10 years old, he's going underwater, meeting them aliens. Come on, man. That's crazy. Say it ain't so. Say psych, man.
He was also part of a secret space program. They often identify these talented youngsters, and he was one of them that had special skills. He was a contactee, and so he was part of a secret space program. But he was taken there at 10, and that is evidence. What you showed there, that's a drawing from a 10-year-old in 1979. So that's over 40 years old. So you can carbon test it and determine that this was written by a 10-year-old, and he describes 3 underwater domes, and that there were cities, or there were structures inside. And so that's very, very close. That's corroboration for what JP described. Now, and they both have described the location of this in the Bahamas, in the Bermuda Triangle. And so that has gotten me to kind of like speculate that it is very close, likely, to ORTEC, which is the Navy's Area 51.
And we all know about the Bermuda Triangle conspiracies as well, right? Looks like, yeah, man, you might want to hide your kids and wives real quick, fellas. Oh shit, things just got out of hands.
Now, to be clear on that drawing, because people in the chat room are like, well, what 10-year-old dates their drawing? I don't think that 10-year-old dated the drawing, right? I think it's...
Oh, yes, he dated it.
Oh, he did? He wrote the date on it?
Yes, he wrote it. I think it's 15/1/79. Oh, yeah, 15/1.
15/8. That's an 8. 79. So does that mean that what's this like? So that happened back in the 79s, like 1979?
79, which is he's French /79. Oh yeah, 15/1/79, which is he's French. So that's 15th of January, 1979. And his parents saw this. I mean, he told his parents that he had been taken there. So his parents are witnesses, and he says he came back from that experience in the Bahamas with sand. And so his parents saw the sand and said, well, "Where have you been?" And he said, "The Bahamas." And they were living in in Paris at the time. And so they were very supportive of him and didn't dismiss him, and they are now witnesses that yes, he did draw this in.
Yo, if my mama found out that I was meeting them damn aliens underwater, or I went to the Bahamas and meeting aliens, I would get my ass beat up, bro. I would get my ass whooped, man. What do you mean? Yeah, supportive. Nah, I'm all up for supportive parents, man. You definitely gotta be supportive though. But if I was the one, my ass would be beat up, man. That's why I always say, yeah, mama, get that camera. No, love my mama, man. Love my mama, man. But okay.
1979. That yes, he came back from what he said was an experience in the Bahamas in 1979, and he saw these 3 underwater domes where there were these structures within them, exactly matching what JP says he saw over 40 years later.
I don't know if you know that microplastics are infiltrating every part of our...
Oh yeah, that's right. That's why we're gonna skip the ad though. But that's right. Microplastic are infiltrating our lives. That's true.
Craft that they're seeing coming out of the water. Is there like 1 or 2 specific cases that you might tell us about that? So I think we had a U.S. Admiral only just a few months ago confirming this, right?
Tim Gallaudet, yes. Well, there's a famous incident from Lake Baikal in Russia, where there were a team of Russian divers that were training, and they saw several luminous beings that were like 10 foot tall, kind of like
with like helmets on, right? Yeah, that was I believe that's the story he's gonna describe, and that was a crazy story.
Rising up out of the depth of the ocean, and so they were told to go and capture one of these beings. So they went back into the water with the mission of capturing one of the beings, and when they tried to capture one of the beings, then a weapon hit them, and it kind of like took them, sent them immediately to the surface, and unfortunately they died from the bends because that was quite a depth that they were operating from. But so that was one example of these intelligent...
Yeah, I mean, for sure, bro. They're not gonna let them capture themselves, right? What we talking about? But yeah, they were like, okay, we're gonna shoot these twats, okay, these bastards, and they're gonna be taken off the surface or at the top of the surface, but they forgot we humans. So we need to decompress, right? Yeah, we need to like level up like that. Okay, wait there, then go a little higher, wait there, and then come out of the water, right? But yeah, looks like they didn't know, or maybe they knew. Maybe they knew, and they were like, okay, you know, it's gonna just end them easily.
Beings that was sighted by Russian special forces.
And do we have documentation of them having died of the bends? Like, has that been confirmed?
Yes, that was an incident that was reported by Russian UFO researchers, that this is part of the overall phenomenon of UFOs sighted in the Soviet Union, and that, yes, there are many cases that have emerged because, unlike the United States, when the Soviet Union collapsed, a lot of these files concerning UFOs that had been kept secret were suddenly released, and that was because a lot of former intelligence agents from the Soviet Union era, you know, from the Warsaw Pact. So you could imagine Polish intelligence officers all of a sudden they have all of this material, and it's like, well, we're not part of the Warsaw Pact anymore, and so let's sell them and make some money, and that's what happened. So a lot of this material came out, and there was a special by Roger Moore, Secrets from the Iron Curtain, I believe it came out in the 1990s, where a lot of this kind of material came out.
Before I let you go, Doctor, I mean, you look at last week and you look at this UFO hearing. It happened on September 9th. We were set to have a couple of people from, I think we were supposed to have Congressman Burchette on the show. We were supposed to have James Fox on the show the next day. And of course, we canceled all of it in the wake of what happened with Charlie Kirk on September 10th. But there was a lot of news that came out of there. I mean, maybe you could give us maybe some of your biggest takeaways from this UAP hearing last week.
The Hellfire missile attack?
Well, there were several new whistleblowers that talked about sightings that they experienced while serving in the military, and there were some videos released. And the most spectacular one showed an orb that was actually hit by a missile, and the missile passed through it, and the orb separated into 4 bits. And so this is captured on film, and you see this kind of orb that moves off. Now it's broken up into 4 bits, and of course people can look at that and say, well, you know, what kind of UFO survives a hit from a missile that was kind of
and it is as though it got hit and then it started rotating, right? Nothing really happened other than that, but it feels like that it was rotating. So, you know, they lost the balance. So the aliens inside were like, okay, we got hit, we got incoming, and then they get hit. Pow! Right? Okay, oh my god, we're rotating. Ooh, we do not know where, we don't know where we're going. So that's probably what happened to them, but that's about it.
Like only a short distance away. So it made a direct impact, and this kind of splitting of a UFO into multiple pieces. This often happens with UFO sightings, that people see these UFOs, they split, and then they join up a little later. So it kind of shows that what you're dealing with is some kind of plasma consciousness of the craft that knows how to separate and how to rejoin. So that's a kind of a very unique aspect of these UFOs. Another kind of like critical thing that I think emerged from the September 9 hearing is that a lot of these whistleblowers are being intimidated, that they are being threatened, and that there have been efforts to kind of close them down. And so, you know, this is where there's a real need for whistleblower protection, and that these congressional hearings serve an important function.
Yeah, absolutely. We need more of them, and we need them to be protected, and we need more information, because how are you gonna like drop in, talk about the Hellfire missile hitting the UFO, and then dip? You know, we demand answers. We definitely want to know more than that. But that was Dr. Michael Sala. Shout out to Michael Sala. Shout out to Redacted as well for that. Now check this one out, okay? Roll it. This is a crazy one, man. This
Here's
is
a bizarre
freaky.
little clip uploaded to TikTok by user Follow Me Back Please UK that's been going viral this past few weeks.
Yeah.
It's some security footage captured somewhere in the UK. Take a look, but keep a close eye on that kitten.
Okay, keep a close eye on the kitten. I've seen this. That's why I was like, okay, let me throw this in. Okay, and check this out. So the kitten goes there. And then brother just walks out.
As
No
the cat
kitten, though.
nonchalantly
Holy.
disappears behind a tree, the unexpected unfolds. Emerging from the other side of the tree is not the cat, but a mysterious man.
Yeah, ooh. What if the man was just hiding there and the cat comes in, picks the cat, and then he bounces? Maybe. We don't know what happened behind the tree, right? So yeah, but that's kind of suspect.
It's a baffling transformation that defies all logical explanation. Viewers in the comment section share their astonishment at this strange sighting. There's no sign of the man's presence beforehand, and the cat, the main focus of the clip, simply disappears without explanation.
Yeah, that timing is just insane.
So did this cat really morph into a human, or is it all just strange perspective? As of now, we may never know the
But how did the cat knew the camera was recording?
truth.
Yeah, that cheeky bastard. How did the cheeky bastard knew? Read about answers.
This next video was published to YouTube by a user named BlueCandle5927. According to some accounts, the video was reportedly captured by a vigilant security guard on patrol at a college in India during the late hours.
Uh-oh.
The footage depicts a group of dogs outside barking incessantly at something hidden from view. As you watch the video, it can be hard to spot what's captured the dog's attention. But if you look closely, in the distance, a shadowy figure can be seen lurking ominously around the staircase.
Oh, that twat right there, that prick. Oi! Oi! Knock it off, mate!
The eerie presence, some viewers suggest, resembles a shadow figure. It appears to evade the camera's focus, adding to the sense of unease.
Oh shit, it's not working, guys. It's not working. It's not working.
Many paranormal researchers believe that animals possess a heightened sensitivity to the supernatural, and this video seems to support that notion. The vigilant dogs may be perceiving the shadowy figure more vividly than what the camera manages to capture.
But this dog is so relaxed, he's chill though, almost as though he don't have a wife. He's in a blissful state, and the other dog, he's just going off.
Raises an unsettling question. What was the entity that the vigilant dogs sensed, and will it return for another eerie visit? The mystery endures.
Yes, sir. What if it was just like the Undertaker just standing there?
This
right?
next strange clip was
waiting for the roads to clear so he could just drop a tombstone pile driver.
uploaded to TikTok by user Mindfunk7. Take a look at what it shows.
Levitating man? Oh, say psych, bro. Come on, man. So he's not. Nah, bruh. Bro. Hey, yo! Nah, man.
As you can see, it appears to depict a man levitating.
Almost as though he got like a jet engine and we were seeing that happen real time. Nah, bro, like that, you gotta be flipping my flapjacks, bro.
The footage begins as the man waves his hands around as if praying or casting some sort of spell.
Nah,
He then lies down flat on the ground. Suddenly, he lifts up into the air.
I think this is that magic robe or rope.
While
Magic
videos
rope.
like this are often dismissed as hoaxes, what the man does next is likely to amaze you. He takes out a skipping rope and begins swinging it beneath his legs.
Nah, man. Okay, so it was a rope. Okay, skipping rope.
He then takes the
Where can I buy this skipping rope, man?
demonstration one step further by actually swinging the rope around as if skipping in midair.
Yeah, wow. Wow, nice. This is how you build your calves.
This action seems to prove that there are no wires holding the man in place.
Oh no, let's fly. Yeah, let's fly. That's right. That's right. Yeah, show me the flick of that wrist, son. Yeah, no, I don't know about that one, bro.
So what do you think's going on in this video? Is this a real case of levitation caught on camera? Or is there another way to explain this extraordinary stunt? Let me know your thoughts and theories on this strange piece of footage in the comments down below.
I gotta say psych on that one, guys. Unfortunately, or I guess fortunately, I gotta pull a psych card on it. Yeah, how are you gonna like levitate, fly, and not tell us how you did it? And then pull out a skipping rope. Did he buy from Temu? If so, let me know so I can buy that too.
In a bizarre and unsettling incident captured on store security cameras in Santiago, Chile, a Haitian man experienced a mysterious and seemingly inexplicable event. The video, which surfaced on Instagram in mid-January 2024, has left viewers questioning the nature of this peculiar occurrence. Take a look.
Nacional Haitiano. Is that how you say? Oh shit. Whoa. So somebody pulled him and he fell. Whoa. He's not waking up though. Yeah,
the man appears to be...
I guess he got knocked out unconscious.
Tripped over by an unseen force.
Ooh, yeah, one leg was pulled up.
The impact is both unexpected and gravity-defying, leaving onlookers stunned and baffled.
Yeah, almost as though he got DDT'd on the head. Not almost, he did get DDT.
Rumors surrounding the incident suggest that the man had fled Haiti due to mounting debt, and some speculate that he may have fallen victim to a Santeria curse as a consequence of his actions. Santeria, an African diasporic religion originating in Cuba, combines elements of spiritualism, Catholicism, and the traditional Yoruba religion from West Africa. As the mysterious video continues to circulate, questions abound regarding the true nature of this strange incident. While some may seek rational explanations, others entertain the notion that supernatural forces, such as a curse, may have played a role in this strange fall. The bizarre occurrence remains a topic of fascination and intrigue.
Yeah, no, you see one leg being pulled. It wasn't both legs, it was just one leg, and then he loses his balance and then gets knocked out. DDT, knocked out unconscious, and...
In a spine-tingling home security camera video posted on January 6, 2024 by Facebook user Rachel Fields, an ordinary search for a lighter turns into a possible paranormal spectacle. The video, shot last summer at Fields' former residence, captures an eerie sequence of events that has continued to baffle her to this day. Fields took to her Facebook page to share the unsettling footage, accompanied by a message that reads, "This video was taken last summer at the residence I was living in. I'm in my car looking for a lighter and didn't see what you were about to. Curious to see what y'all think, the disturbances continue to this day. Look where the shadow comes in on the left side of the video. It appears in front of the building, disappears at the bushes, reappears from nowhere in front of my car. Once the dog notices, he chases whatever it is, and it goes poof again. Anyways, let me know your opinions." The video indeed captures a shadowy figure moving mysteriously across the screen.
So apparently one dog stays and the other dog leaves to get it. Oh shit, okay, so it appeared from there. Goes from here and then it appears here. Walking kind of fast. Oi!
Whatever it is, it appears, disappears, and then reappears.
And then the other dog's here, okay, so he's like, okay, I'm gonna chill here, you go first.
Again.
Yeah, let it out. Yeah, give me that wolf. Yeah, give me those wolves. It's right here.
The most intriguing part, however, is when Fields' dog reacts to whatever it is, chasing after the spectral presence as it vanishes into thin air.
Yeah, this dog just jets off. Okay, I don't see the dog anymore. Okay, no, the dog's there. It's there. Okay. Yeah. literally
Videos
chases
featuring
after.
animals sensing paranormal occurrences often strike a chord with viewers, prompting contemplation on whether animals possess heightened senses that humans lack. In this instance, Fields' dog becomes an unwitting ghost hunter reacting to a presence that eludes the human eye. So what do you think's going on here? Is this really something supernatural, or is there a more mundane explanation? Let your theories rip on this one in the comments down below.
I mean, could it be like a Temu delivery driver, you know, that was making sure that he hit the deadline? Maybe. That is always a possibility. Or could it be what we think it is? You might want to lock your doors down.
A spine-tingling TikTok video recently surfaced on the account of Horror Adventure 4, offering a glimpse into what appears to be a hair-raising paranormal experience within the confines of an abandoned hospital, rumoured to be located somewhere in Vietnam. In a heart-pounding exploration, two brave individuals venture into the decaying structure, armed only with their mobile phones and a flashlight to light the way.
Oh shit.
Before long, the video captures a series of unsettling discoveries, each more eerie than the last.
Sorry. Whoa. Bro, what the hell was that, man? That thing was just scared me. What the hell? Okay, so this is a normal dude, right? But what is
a series of unsettling discoveries, each more eerie than the last.
Sorry. Yeah, like this. Okay, this guy. You're telling me he didn't see it? Or what?
Later, while in one of the hallways, they spot this. The walker in the foreground appears to move all by itself.
No, but I still don't get it. What was that white thing that they capture, or white, and you know, a person in white robe, open hair? Like, yeah, that, didn't they see that?
However, the most chilling moment is yet to come.
I gotta reload. Hey, yo.
Watching that again.
Man, nah, this gotta be fake, man. This gotta be fake, bro. How did they do it?
And an eerie figure is caught pushing a bed down the hallway. However,
this guy's reaction. Okay, I don't know, man. If it's fake, it's a very well-made fake. Yeah. Oh shit! His reaction is like, yeah, you know, like that. And then we see obviously a wall there, so there's no way.
However, when they take a look, the figure is nowhere to be seen. So could this old hospital really be haunted? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? I'll leave that up to you.
I still can't get over the fact that that thing, perhaps it was just like whatever and it's pareidolia. Maybe I thought it was like somebody standing there. Am I the only one that thought somebody was standing there, you know, when I got freaked out? Or you also felt the same way as me? Or maybe not. Maybe it was just a bed sheet, or maybe some sort of like, yeah, right, whatever.
To you to decide.
Mas.
Hey, Mas!
Oi!
Bukan jam kerja, Mas!
Yeah.
Mas!
He gone.
Hey!
He went bozo, yeah. He gonzo.
In this video, shared by TikTok user Trying to Vibe 33, we see something that might prove that contact from the beyond might truly be possible. When the woman, seen on the right's father passed away, she bought a snow globe to remember him by. The item seemed to have stopped working. However, watch what happens as she celebrates the new year with her mother.
2, 3, straight up. Oh. Alright, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, ready, Mom!
Oh.
There it goes.
The snow globe suddenly starts playing a tune.
Okay.
Woo! Happy New Year's! Happy New Year!
Dad's broken snow globe starts playing. Oh shit, they recognize.
Could it be that the woman's father is attempting to make contact with his family? While the whole situation might simply be a remarkable coincidence, one does have to wonder about the timing. Whatever the reason, it seems that the most important thing is that the woman and her mother received a sense of comfort during this time of togetherness.
Okay, that's cute.
I've twisted it! That has not worked! That's my dad's snow globe. Like, we designated that to, like, be my dad.
Yeah. So it was broken and now all of a sudden it started working? Just a wholesome video, you know, just a wholesome video.
The legend of Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, has intrigued and captivated people's imaginations for decades. This mythical creature, described as a large, ape-like being, has its origins in indigenous stories and has gained widespread attention in the 20th century due to reported sightings, footprints, and photographs. Despite the absence of concrete scientific evidence, the allure of Bigfoot persists. In the realm of Bigfoot sightings, there is a vast sea of videos.
Sir, your nipples are out, bro. Sir, you might want to hide your nip. You might want to hide. Okay, come on, man. Like, yeah, how are you gonna have chest hair and all this, but your abs are showing up? Okay, no, okay, abs showing up. That's okay. That's all right. That's all right. But your nipples are showing up too, sir.
Ranging from believable to obvious hoaxes. However, a recent video by YouTuber Sunny Vater, published on November 17th, 2023, has garnered considerable attention for its apparent authenticity. The footage was captured on a hunting cam placed in a snow-covered forest during daylight hours. The uploader, Sunny Vater, described the video as part.
Yo, we had that in one of the episodes before. Nah, this is a crazy one. This is a crazy one, and I feel like that this is a higher quality version than I can remember. The other video that I saw wasn't this high quality. I guess this is enhanced. But yeah, no, I covered this before, and it looks like a person there. You see the face, right? But it's a tall being, and yeah.
Part of a series stating, Hunt Camp video number 12 in series. After 2 weeks of surveillance, we finally got a good hit at the shelter site on a remote trail camera. Is this a Sasquatch or some sort of lost Neanderthal? This thing is one weird-looking fur-bearing beast. Whatever it is, it's back after cops extracted human remains from what appears to be a stash site, and it's not happy. In the video, viewers can discern a peculiar creature amidst the foliage covered in dark, matted fur.
Yeah. Kinda suspect. And it stands up too, I remember that. And just moves, and then pieces out.
The footage takes an unexpected turn when the entity drags a fallen log behind a tree.
Yeah, gotta be a strong man. Gotta be a strong boy. Yeah, this is a higher quality version than I can remember.
Then the creature lifts the enormous tree stump into the air, displaying strength beyond human capability.
Oh my god. Is it gonna slam? Pow, son. Yeah, there we go, Joe. So slams the entire. Okay, it's there.
The video has generated significant interest, with many considering it among the best and most clear Bigfoot footage ever captured.
No, absolutely. It is one of the best and the most clear one. It's just kind of like, you know, we want more, right? Don't you want more? We want more, right? Yeah, so the trail cam was... I wish the trail cam or the entity was closer to the trail cam a little bit more, so we could have seen like a little more of it. But it's a good quality video, for sure.
However, an observant commenter named Mike Witt 2197 pointed out a crucial detail. At precisely 52 seconds into the footage, there is a distinct cut.
No, please, I want this to be real, man. I want this to be real. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so we got it.
This has raised suspicions of potential trickery off camera.
Nah, I want this to be real, man. I want this to be real, bro.
It has raised debates regarding the video's authenticity. So the question remains, is this video compelling evidence of Bigfoot's existence, showcasing remarkable strength and clarity, or does the brief cut in the footage cast doubt on its credibility? Share your thoughts on this astonishing piece of footage in the comments down below.
Yeah. And did you see this video though? Yay. If not, yeah, check out this video on the screen because this is that one dedicated video on the tall whites aliens. Check it out and I'll see you right there.